to our YouTube channel, guys, and welcome back to the first episode on the Mercedes SL500 on Behind the Sound. My name's Ardil. So today's video, we're talking about the SL500 and the system that we're upgrading, not only adding functionality, but also adding in an epic sound system. So if you are new to our channel, haven't seen this before, hit that subscribe button below, but also in the description below, guys, there is another video for you to check out after you've watched today's video, which actually is a massive 10K giveaway. We've got loads of prizes available for you once we hit 10K. So hit that subscribe button so you get in the chance to win. In terms of today's video, we're going to be talking about product overview and also where stuff's going to be placed. So starting off with the radio, we don't actually have that radio at this current second, basically because of the massive chip shortage across the world. Basically, the customer was after having a wireless Android Auto on the unit. However, we can't get hold of that unit currently, so as soon as that comes back into stock, we've got it on back order, awaiting the install, and that's probably going to be one of the last things that go into the vehicle. However, in the final video, you will see the unit that we've chosen that will go into the vehicle, and that's yet to be decided. So that's basically removing the radio, the stock system at the moment, replacing that with something with up-to-date, with maybe digital radio, wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, whatever the end functionality is, we'll talk through in the final video, but that will be changed. We're also going to be retaining the actual steering wheel controls as well, which is quite nice. This little product here to start with, so this is the amplifier. The amplifier is something called an Audison SR500. Basically, it's a 4-channel amplifier, which is going to run a front end of the vehicle, what's called fully active. So a really nice compact bit of kit here. So as you can see, obviously if I measure my hand against there, you can see the size of it. It's quite relatively small. This is actually going to be completely hidden away. You're not actually going to be able to see this at all. We're going to do the fine tuning and set up via this, and then that's going to be buried away. So that's the Audison SR500. So it's a Class D amplifier. There's different levels of amplifications. You've got Class A, B, C, and D. So depending on spec, depending on your audio consultation, like this customer did, we went through different options, went through where stuff's going to be placed, and obviously with any vehicle, you've got to remember that obviously the stuff's got to fit in the vehicle. So sometimes we have to use smaller products, sometimes we can go for larger products. It really depends on the car and also budget as well. So, but it's a really nice performing amplifier. I've got another car, classic Range Rover, that's actually having the same amplifier as well. So make sure you stay tuned because there are plenty more videos to come. But that's the amplifier. It's going to be completely hidden away. You're not going to see that. And that's running what's called a fully active front end. Basically, what that means is you've got each channel of an amplifier running directly to individual components. So the components, now moving on to that. So we've got the 6.5-inch Hertz Melee Pro driver, and then we've got the Hertz Melee Pro tweeter as well. So a really nice quality of actual components themselves. And these are going to be a massive step up from factory. So these are going to be both hidden away behind stock locations. You've got the 6.5-inch driver, and the reason why we're using this particular set, so this is actually a 3-ohm version of the Hertz Melee Pro, and this is, again, during the audio consultation, I'll guide you in terms of what exactly you're going to need to get the best possible sound from your vehicle. In terms of the solution, basically the reason why we're using the Hertz Melee Pro range is mostly because of this 6.5-inch driver over the tweeter. As you can see here, you've got the rolling over cone here design. In essence, basically what that allows for is slightly more excursion from the cone over other speakers. So as that cone moves forward and backwards, as it has its excursion, basically you're getting more bass output from it. Even though it's not a sub, it's a 6.5-inch driver, they perform really nicely, especially powered off something like this. They do work really well. Obviously, there are steps higher and there are steps lower. So every single system is basically done and spec'd all completely in-house during an audio consultation. So obviously this is just one example. These videos are not highlighting the only system that's possible on a vehicle like this. They are completely customizable. If you wanted to have a separate tweeter on the system, we can do that, and we can do all sorts of different things, and that's the main thing about having an audio consultation. So that's the 6.5-inch driver, and that's the tweeter. So they're both going to be hidden away completely. Obviously, on the vehicle, you've got space underneath inside these areas here. So you've got little pockets, and obviously stuff like the amplifier can quite neatly sit in there as well. So we're going to probably be using up one of those pockets for the amplifier, but it depends on the actual final install. So when we go through the final video, you'll see a little bit more about exactly where products are placed on the vehicle. So if we head round to the other side of the vehicle, we've actually got the sub going into the footwell on this vehicle. So there are a couple of different solutions that we can do for this vehicle. What we could have done is built a custom sub box behind the seats and then actually adding in subs into there if you didn't want to lose any foot room. However, this customer was after quite a compact solution, so what we've done is added in, or going to be adding in, the Eaton 10-inch active sub. Basically what this is, you've got actually a 10-inch sub built in with a built-in amplifier. So in essence, we've got a 4-channel amp running the front speakers. We've then got the 1-channel amp inside this running the sub itself. So this is actually going to be put inside the footwell area. We're going to try and actually do this in a way where it's completely hidden away behind actually the floor pan, depending on how much space is behind there. However, we've gone through the customer that this might be on display in that footwell, and the carpet's just going to cover that. So obviously every system is done to a different spec. If you want something custom, we can do that. If you want something on display, we can do that. If you want something completely hidden, we can do that as well. So there's lots of different options, but that's going to be sitting inside the footwell. But again, as we go through the system on this car, we'll be going through a little bit more about actually where stuff's going to be placed, exactly how it's going to be installed into the vehicle as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any future videos on this. But as you guys know, we post a video every single day on YouTube, guys, of different installs, different cars that we're working on, new, old, classic, whatever it is. We've got everything on our channel. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and you will also subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos. But thank you very much for watching, guys. We look forward to seeing you soon.